Hello, welcome to day 4 of Linktober. I am Kiki. I remember to introduce myself that time. Day 4, yes, main calendar is boss. There's a bunch of them, and I kind of spun a wheel and went, you! And I landed on Bellum from Phantom Hourglass. Okay. I can make that work. So I made it work. So that's what I did. I didn't get too extra with it, but that's what I did. So yes, as I said, I didn't do anything overly fancy. I just kind of tried to make it look like he was coming up from the bottom of the page all menacingly, like he's getting ready to attack. He's got all of his little eye tentacle things facing forward. I showed it to my mom and she's like, okay, there's an eye in the mouth. I was like, yes. Was it my mom or was it my grandma? Might have been my grandma. But yeah, the eye in the mouth thing is kind of okay. But I just thought of it just now. It kind of makes me think of Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls, because at one point he's got a drink and he drinks from it with his eyeball. Like his eyelids become lips, and it made me think of that just now, which kind of amuses me. But yeah, you know, Legend of Zelda with its classic eyeball weakness on its monsters and such like that. It's a classic. I just don't understand why the eyeball's inside of the mouth. Yeah. Anyway. So this was me trying a slightly different angle for the camera. I'm not sure if I like it better or not, if it actually helped or what. But I tried it, at least. Still trying to figure kinks out and such. But yeah, like I said, I wanted it to kind of look like he was, you know, hovering right in front of you, getting ready to, like, do whatever it is he do. It's been a long time since I played this game. I've only played it once, and I played it once, like, when it came out. So that was a while ago. I gave him too many rings on his main eye. Oopsie. But I do remember I had fun with Spirit Tracks. I liked or not Spirit Tracks. I wasn't a fan of Spirit Tracks. I liked the Phantom Hourglass stuff. Well, I liked the dungeon. Like the main spirit dungeon. Spirit Tracks. Everything else was kind of bleh. But in Phantom Hourglass, I really enjoyed, like, all of it. It was close enough to Wind Waker to be like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing, this is fun. But it was different enough for it to definitely have its own identity. And I enjoyed all the characters and the silly little side stories and stuff like that. And I do remember when fighting Bellum and when it, you know, spoilers, I don't think those count at this point, when it possesses Linebeck. I remember it made me sad because I was like, no, Linebeck, I don't want to hurt Linebeck, no. Because I did actually like his character. Like, you know, he got his character growth, and, you know, he became a better character than what he was. You know, he started off, he was pretty selfish and greedy and kind of a jerk, and I mean, he still wasn't, you know, a perfect buddy good guy by the end, but he definitely had his character growth, and he definitely showed his worth at the end. And so it kind of made me sad that I had to fight him, even though it was Bellum's fault. But I don't remember too much about the actual fight, just that, you know, it had the 3 stages as boss fights typically do. And then at one point he does, you know, take control of Linebeck and such. But yeah, I had fun with it. This was a good game, and I couldn't think of anything really cool or interesting to do with it other than kind of have him menacing as a mouth with an eyeball can be, facing the front there and be all like grrr with his eyeball mouth. I still can't get over the eyeball mouth. But yeah, trying to get, he was one, I had mentioned how I got, in the last video, I got a whole bunch of new colors, so it shouldn't be that difficult for me to find the colors I need when it came to Fi, but then I also mentioned how with other ones, I couldn't find the colors I needed even though I got all these new markers, and this was one of the ones where I didn't really actually have the color I needed, so I kinda had to mix colors and hoped it worked. And it kinda did. I feel like I got pretty close to the color he's supposed to be. But yeah, this is another one of the ones that's just a little bit more simple. He still wasn't super quick to do, but he was quicker. There are some that were meant to be simple that I took way too long on. But yeah, he did generally take about the time I thought he was going to take. The shadow calendar, the day 4 prompt theme, whatever you want to call it, is Lizalfos. Last year I went pretty simple with this. I tried to do like the creepy like turn and look over the shoulder thing. I think I caved the vibe off, but I'm not sure. I did a little bit more of the body this time. It's kind of loosely based on the Skyward Sword one, but not really specifically the Skyward Sword one, just because why not? I'm sure there's variation in what they look like. They don't all have to look exactly the same. I don't think I was going anywhere with that, so I hope you like it. So this is another one that I was being more simple with. I mean, I still tried to be like detailed with it, but I didn't like go hard into it. The prompt of Lizalfos does not spark joy within me, considering they are one of the enemies that I really am not a huge fan of. I have such a hard time timing attacks with them, and they're annoying pains in my butts. Butts? I have more than one butt, apparently. Goodness me. I don't know why I said that as a plural. That's irrelevant right now. But yeah, I wanted to just kind of... I did mostly stick to how they look in Skyward Sword, since that is the most recent game I've played. But I changed a few smaller things here and there, but for the most part it is pretty much the Skyward Sword ones. And yeah, I am really happy with how he turned out. At most, I might have adjusted some of the colors I used, but for the most part, I do like him. For some reason, I remember exactly what I was listening to while I worked on him, and it was kind of random. Something that popped up on YouTube. I don't remember what the channel name is, but he reviews all of the Disney sequels and stuff, and in that one particular video he was talking about all the Barbie movies. I don't know why I remember this, and it's not at all relevant, but that's what I was watching. But I do like these two greens. I'm just not sure about the other colors I used. Or how I did the eye. I'm not a fan of how I did the eye. I don't like the eye. But overall, I am pretty happy with the line work. I think the shoulder part could have been a little less square. I don't like how it just kind of is very rigid. I think I should have added a little bit more of a into the shoulder. I like how I'm using sound effects to explain what I mean. I'm also not sure about this kind of pale yellow I used. It didn't show up as nicely as I was hoping it would on the gray paper. I thought it was one I had used before, and it apparently wasn't, but once I had it down, I had to kind of use it. But overall, I am pretty happy with this, even if it is not quite what I had in mind. It's still pretty good. I don't do reptiles a lot. But, yeah, I hope you like it. So that is the end of day 4. Yes, that's what this is. I like them, even though they're not things that I would purposefully draw. I hope you like them too, and that maybe you'll join me for the rest of Linktober. Till tomorrow. Bye.